Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Stephanie Haney here for 3 News. Today is Thursday, April 9th, 2020. I've got your latest numbers related to the COVID-19 coronavirus here in Ohio that have just come out from the Ohio Department of Health. Those numbers come out every day at 2 p.m., and that's when we bring you the latest update to the number of positive COVID-19 coronavirus cases here in the state of Ohio, as well as other headlines around Northeast Ohio, the state of Ohio, and the country. Right now, we have the latest numbers in, and here they are. We now have 5,512 confirmed cases of COVID-19 coronavirus in the state of Ohio, and the death toll has risen to 213 total deaths. We now have a total of 1,612 people hospitalized, and 497 of those people are in the intensive care unit. The median age has remained 54, and the split between males and females who are testing positive has remained the same, with 48% male and 52% female. We have an update related to hospitals planning for that expected surge, which could come anytime between now and mid-May, between the end of April and mid-May, according to different models and different medical experts. But university hospitals Andover and North Ridgeville are temporarily closing emergency rooms in order to plan for that expected surge. University hospitals just announced this plan, and it's doing that in order to prepare for the surge, as I said. The change will begin on Saturday at 7 a.m., and they have not announced when they expect those emergency rooms to open back up, but again, it is only temporary at this time. And the hospitals have said if there is someone in the emergency room who is receiving care, that person will remain in the emergency room at those locations in Andover and North Ridgeville to complete their care. And then once they complete that care, then no one else will be admitted, basically. So no new admissions on Saturday at 7 p.m. Now, I think this could be a little bit confusing to some people. Why would we close an emergency room when we're expecting a shortage of hospital beds? And the reason for that is University Hospitals wants to reassign its clinical and non-clinical staff to apply their skills specifically to tackle the COVID-19 surge locations. Also, to optimize resources, we talk about a shortage of PPE, personal protective equipment, in the medical industry now. By closing these 2 emergency rooms, they'll be able to reallocate that PPE, also ventilators and other supplies, to other systems within the university hospital system. And also to realign UH capacities, because right now there is a lower emergency department volume, and also there is lower emergency medical services traffic. This is, of course, due to Governor Mike DeWine's order to stay at home, more people staying at home, less people doing things that are not necessarily required, or not necessarily non-essential, so less people getting hurt and needing emergency room services. So that's the reason for that. University Hospitals is also looking for individuals to sew masks right now. So UH has asked for donations. They asked for that on the 31st of March, and since then they've received more than 15,000 masks, which is incredible. So now UH is asking for volunteers who have the ability to sew masks, and they are looking for at least 100,000 masks in the coming days and weeks. They're actually providing people kits to do it as well. These kits will enable people to create at least 10 masks per kit. And when you pick that up, they're asking that you make the masks and then return it as soon as possible. So those kits can be picked up and dropped off between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. at these locations: UH Elyria Medical Center, and these are, by the way, all at the main entrance valet; UH Geauga Medical Center; UH Parma Medical Center; UH Portage Medical Center, and at the back entrance of UH Management Services Center. We, of course, have that on WKYC.com, so you can check out that link for those locations. But again, you can pick up those kits between 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. That's also the drop-off time at the main entrance valet at UH Elyria Medical Center, UH Geauga Medical Center, UH Parma Medical Center, UH Portage Medical Center, and then at the back entrance of UH Management Services Center. Now, this is something that was to be expected, and it has now happened. There are 12 confirmed cases of COVID-19 coronavirus at the Avon Lake nursing home. The cases at the Main Street Care Facility are the first cluster of cases at a nursing facility in Lorain County. So according to a statement released by the facility, those in charge say they've been preparing for something like this, and they have implemented protocols to limit the spread, including not letting in outside visitors. So we'll be following that as that story develops. Now, for people who are concerned about getting their groceries, which remains an essential activity, of course, here in the state of Ohio, Giant Eagle is now drastically increasing curbside pickup and delivery. Giant Eagle has actually turned their Cuyahoga Falls location into a distribution center to be used only for curbside pickup and delivery. In a statement, Giant Eagle said, "This temporary store transition will enable us to dramatically increase our capacity to take and fulfill curbside pickup and delivery orders for the surrounding Akron and Canton communities." So there will be time slots available when you can get that curbside pickup and delivery from 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. daily. Also, all payments will need to be handled online, and that's to limit the person-to-person contact that might come into play when you're typically getting your groceries. And some good news for you here. WKYC has launched a new initiative. It's called Love Local. And the way this works, it's like a database for Northeast Ohioans to find restaurants and businesses that are open right now and help to support those local businesses that are open. So the goal is not only to support those small businesses, but to keep everyone in the Northeast Ohio area informed of the businesses that are still open and operating, the services that you can still take advantage of, and businesses that need support within their communities. If you would like to participate, if you have information to share, you can do that at wkyc.com/lovelocal, and that's also where you can find the information that we're compiling about businesses that are open, whether that is for carry out or delivery or the curbside pickup or those kinds of things. So again, that's wkyc.com/lovelocal. Now, if you're just joining us, one more time before we go here, I'll repeat the latest numbers from the Ohio Department of Health for you. We now have 5,512 confirmed cases of COVID-19 coronavirus here in the state of Ohio. The death toll has risen to 213. We have 1,612 people currently hospitalized, and 497 of those hospitalizations are in the intensive care unit at this time. That's our 2 p.m. update for you related to COVID-19 coronavirus in Ohio and around the country. I'm Stephanie Haney. We'll see you back here tomorrow at 11 a.m. In the meantime, tonight you can catch our updated coverage on What's New on 5 p.m. I will see you there. Also on 6 p.m.'s What Matters Most, 7 p.m. Front Row, and 11 p.m. What's Next. I'll see you here tomorrow morning.